The book of Tobit is a very powerful book because it specifically it reveals to us a mystery in trusting the Lord and in something that we have to do in order for us to receive help when we need it most. This is very powerful and interesting because the book of Tobit is one of the 7 books in the Bible that Martin Luther had removed from the Bible, from the Protestant canon. So the Protestant Bible does not have the book of Tobit as well as 7 other books. And this teaching in this book is very specific because Tobit was very close to God. He was considered righteous. Okay, and not only that, in the book of Tobit, God sends the angel Raphael as a man to help, in the appearance of a man, to help Tobit and his son Tobias, because Tobit had become blind for about 8 years because of an infection, and Tobias, his son, was actually Raphael helped him get married and to go on a journey to collect some money, and also to bind an evil demon that was affecting Tobias's soon-to-be wife. And in the end, Raphael reveals himself to Tobit and said, "Give praise to God, for I am the angel Raphael." And Raphael instructs Tobit to write down everything that happened and how he leads his life in a book. Okay, so we have an angel of God instructing Tobit to record this down for us to learn from the moral of this story. And Tobit lays out some specific instructions to his son and how he should behave. And the words that he gives about almsgiving happen several times in this book. And he says something different each time, something that only someone that was very close to God would know that God had shown or revealed some truth to the person, and he recorded it in the book of Tobit. So here, this is what Tobit is teaching his son how to be an upright man. And this is what he tells him to do. Remember the Lord our God. Oh, this is the book of Tobit. This is chapter 4, verses 5 through 11. Remember the Lord our God all your days, my son, and refuse to sin or transgress his commandments. Live uprightly all the days of your life, and do not walk in the ways of wrongdoing. For if you do what is true, your ways will prosper through your deeds. Give alms from your possessions to all who live uprightly, and do not let your eye begrudge the gift when you make it. Do not turn your face away from any poor man, and the face of God will not be turned away from you. If you have many possessions, make your gift from them in proportion. If you do not be afraid to give according to the little you have, so you will be laying up a good treasure for yourself against the day of necessity. For charity delivers from death. Let me read that again. So you will be laying up a good treasure for yourself against the day of necessity. So how can we lay up a treasure for ourselves if we're just giving that money away? What he's saying is, what you give out, God's going to return to you when you need it most. And he's also saying charity will deliver you from death, and it keeps you from entering the darkness. This is something that only someone would know if God showed it to them. And for all who practice it, charity is an excellent offering in the presence of the Most High. So this is very powerful because, and he mentions it several times throughout this book. I mean, like 2 or 3 times throughout this book about almsgiving. How it lays up a treasure for yourself against the day of necessity. He also talks about, later in the book, he talks about how almsgiving to his son will save you from the death trap. In other words, there's a trap for your death set by the devil, and only almsgiving can help you get through that time in your life by giving away, right? Now, with the measure you give, so it will be returned to you. If you're only giving pennies, dollars, $3 here and there, you're only going to get back a little when you need it most. But if you are giving your full heart, giving what you have, giving even what little you have, it will be returned to you in a manner in which that will help you get through those difficult times. God will return that to you to help you in those days. If you make a lot of money, much is expected from you. God said, to he who much is given, much will be expected. He asks much of you because he knows that you can give much. So these teachings from Scripture, Holy Scripture, this is a very important lesson that I just recently stumbled across, and I've definitely made changes in my life and in how I tithe my paycheck, how I tithe, because we have a responsibility to the church and the priests to take care of, and community to take care of the house of God, and God's only going to return that to you in a day when you need it the most. I regret that, even though I think that because I've spent so much time not tithing properly, that when I need it most, I'm actually going to be delayed on receiving my blessing because I delayed. That's all I have today from Welcome to the Upper Room on almsgiving. Sorry about the change of scenery. The second portion of my video got kind of damaged, so I had to make another one to complete the ending of this video. So thanks again for watching the Upper Room. Please subscribe and like below. If you're looking for any Christian-based shirts or other shirts that have to do with the holidays, go ahead and go to mygleam.com.co. It'll take you to my website. You can buy t-shirts there, and I'll ship them directly to you. Also, in addition, you can check out my Facebook page at Welcome to the Upper Room and follow me there. I post lots of inspirational things on the saints and daily quotes. You can also follow me on Instagram at Welcome to the Upper Room and Twitter as well. Thanks again. I'll look forward to seeing you next week. And think hard about what I said about almsgiving, and do the research yourself. Read the book of Tobit. And I feel bad for Protestant Christians whom I used to be, because we don't have that book in our Bible because Martin Luther removed it. So I'm very grateful that I'm Catholic, and I'm very grateful that we still have this book, the book of Tobit. So thanks again for watching Upper Room. I'll see you again next week.